Now, Strahan and all these guys, hey, I got no problem. But the thing about it is, you Texas Southern. Now, if you gave Texas Southern Blazers and you down there covering Texas Southern, see, this is what Strahan should have did. Hey, man, since we gonna come down there and cover the homecoming, why don't y'all put Texas Southern on the homecoming so we come down there, my school can get on and your school can be on. You see what I'm saying? But we ain't concerned about that. You got Rick Ross, you got Snoop Dogg, you got all these guys coming down. That's good. But there's guys like you who say, damn, Mississippi Valley is SWAC too. They black up there too. They poor up there too. When y'all gonna come see us? Everybody on the field in the locker room, and man, we got to praise Dion. We got to do this. We got to do that. And hey, yeah, he's doing a lot for the city, but he's doing something for himself too. Because any Power 5 school that hired this guy that's only had a high school job and then come to the SWAC, you got to think about that. So if you give him $7 million, $5 million a year, whatever you're going to give him, you got to remember that's what the experience is. And the rubber is going to meet the road. Now it's easy to outdo somebody. Now imagine if I was able to do that in high school. I'm bringing kids from all across town, whoever was all state last year, sophomore, juniors, and I could line them up and we go against a school that we've been going against. And them boys ain't got nothing. They don't even have the facilities. They don't have nothing. Am I going to win the game or am I not going to win the game? That's what we're not looking at. Look at Campbell ain't in the SWAC. You look how close the game was in their own stadium, and the stadium packed, people all out in the parking lot. Imagine if they would have played at Campbell, what would have happened? See what I'm saying? But these other guys, you spanking them 40-6 and all this other kind of stuff, and everybody leave. Man, Dion. That's all y'all gonna say. But I'm looking at what's going on the field. That's not a good football team, in my opinion. Play a FCS team, and we'll see what the difference is. Don't go here and beat up on a school that their facilities are not good as some high schools. And everybody say, well, okay, this is what's going on. But to answer your question, I don't think he's leaving until his son is finished playing football, and then I think they will leave together. His son may get a look at the league, and he may get a look at another school. But I don't think he leaves before then, unless something crazy comes up. Somebody gives him a 5-year, $50 million contract or something like that, which, crazier things have happened. But I'm on record as saying I don't believe that he's a great coach. He's an excellent motivator. Was a great football player. But we talking about coaching X's and O's. This ain't personal. This is business. As a sports fan, that's what I'm looking at. Now prove me wrong on that.
I
All
will
right, let's
say
bring
this.
on.
It just
Hold on, let me get Eminem in. He just joined. He's JSU grad. Eminem, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All right,
Hey,
I'm
what's
sure you
up,
caught most of that, man. But do you think Coach Prime is moving on to a Power 5 school, and if so, when?
Oh yeah, he's definitely moving to a power 5, if not the NFL. But it's just like anybody else. I mean, I don't care how successful a coach is. I mean, the ultimate prize for any coach is to move until you get to maybe on the level of a NFL coach. With most, not everybody want to do that, but a lot of people do, or lock into a big time program or whatever. But I mean, but it's just like any other coach. I mean, it's wide open opportunity. I mean, so what would the conversation be if rest his soul, if McNair was living and he decided to come coach, and he was bringing the same hoopla to Alcorn, or if Rice would have took interest on the coaching side. So it's like, it's just like it's the norm. I mean, all schools do what they got to do to get the advantage. I mean, hell, look at the SEC. I go on record to say to anybody, Alabama over the last decade best, college program ever. But shit, they ain't playing but honestly 3 games a year. They beat the shit out of Vanderbilt, and sometimes every once in a while they'll play, just a random school, South Alabama, Alabama A&M, somebody like that, until they get to the SEC, title game. They really don't have a challenge. But it's no.
Nah, they ain't true, cuz.
Oh, yes,
Look
it
at their
is.
schedule. Look at their
Yes, it
schedule
is.
this year.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Look at their schedule this year.
Yes, it is.
Who they played already.
All right, well, let me finish. Let me finish.
All right.
Who's on their schedule in the top 10 from the rooter to the tutor, all 11 games? You only listen. When you choose a coach to come win your conference. You're not worried about nobody else's conference. If you in the Pac-12, your concern is the Pac-12. Chip Kelly came in. I personally don't like Chip Kelly, based on how he destroyed the Eagles, and we had a definitely a Super Bowl caliber team that year. Nevertheless, what he did at Oregon was commendable. He changed the game. He changed the way uniforms was, all of that stuff. Nobody was talking about that. Oregon was just a regular Division I school. This dude had all kind of designs on the uniforms and all, which is cool, but he changed the game. He had kids who they never thought about going to Oregon, wanting to go to Oregon. So what I'm saying is, if you look at it, a lot of people don't like Deion because they don't like outgoing people. They don't like Deion. They don't like Floyd. They don't like Antonio Brown, T.O., the list go on. But all of these schools do this. Yeah, but
Antonio Brown off the chain now.
No. I'm talking about before this super crazy stuff. I'm talking about when he was like a regular Pittsburgh Steeler, coming to practice in a helicopter, all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, but it has nothing to do with the game plan. You that put yourself as an AD, not a fan, not a football head, but an AD. You don't care if a guy came out of a grocery store. If you're packing out places that never been packed before or hadn't been packed like that in years, anything you even think about is happening without you even investing a dime. You don't have to buy airtime. You don't have to buy commercial time. Who wouldn't want that if you don't already have that?